Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about the suspicious death of one of Obama's chefs. Now, before I get into the topic of the video, I'm going to point out, yes, I have at least 5 or 6 of these tank tops. I refuse to sit there and try to figure out what I'm going to wear today. I just don't want the same shit. Like Albert Einstein, you wear the same shit. It just takes that thought process out and off the table. So yes, I am wearing the same style tank top. I do change my underwears, and my shorts are always different. But anyway, not the point. Point is, guys, the chef that worked for Obama wind up dying in a paddleboarding accident the other day. Now, upon reading the article, 1,000,001 red flags were going up in this article. And just because it, first of all, anytime somebody passes away or accidentally dies in connection to a president or ex-president, it's very suspicious. Always. There's never one time you go, oh, okay, it's not a big to-do. But now you're looking at this death and you're like, all right, could have been an accident, but why are there so many questions? Now, one of the main questions was, who was the unidentified person with the paddleboarder? So there was a rumor going around, and there was even an article stating that Obama might have been with him when this happened. And that when the article came out, they kept saying unidentified person. Now, the unidentified person is what was screaming out to me, because if this guy died, not if he died, but this guy died drowning while paddleboarding, why isn't this person identifying themselves? Why do they keep saying unidentified person? Anytime the news reports anything now, they're saying unidentified man or unidentified woman. They said neither. They kept saying person, unidentified person. That was red flag number one. Actually, number two, red flag number one was the fact that he was connected to the Obamas and he wound up dying. So that was number two. Number three was the simple fact that, all right, so this guy who just learned how to swim, never really paddleboarded, done it a couple times, why wasn't he wearing a life vest, and why wasn't he tethered to the board? Those are two strikes right there for somebody who doesn't know how to swim. You don't know how to swim, or you're not a good swimmer, you're tethering yourself to a floating device of some kind, and you're wearing a life jacket. He had neither going on. To boot, the unidentified person who was with him, states he tried to save him. My fucking dick, you tried to save him. There's no trying. Either you do or you don't. The simple fact that this person tried and then he drowned, and then I don't know if it was a couple of hours later or whatever it was, they found him, what was it, 8 feet underwater? I guess once they droned it or some shit, they saw him under there, they got scuba divers to get him out. Whoever the unidentified person was didn't try hard enough. So that, again, that was like red flag number 3. Number 4 was the fact that the daughters were there. So they say the daughters were there, and they left immediately after the incident. But then they tell us neither Obama or Michelle were there at the time, or Michael, if you want to go down that road, which we're going to go down that road in a little bit. So just too many red flags. And now, so of course, the rumor of Obama being there starts to get thrown around. And then you start to, again, conspiracy theories start to enter your head. You're like, well, why was he supposedly there but didn't save him? Because Obama could swim. This unidentified person then instructs somebody, from what I understand. Oh, there was another witness, sorry. There was another witness there that swam to shore to get 911. So how many people were in this fucking lake? This lake sounded like it was a private lake, but now it seemed like there were 3 people there, not 2. So again, guys, a lot of misinformation going on, or the media is just lying or covering up for Obama being there. Now, why would Obama be there? Well, maybe it was his side dish, no pun intended, or the chef saw Michelle Obama's dick and they had to kill him. They're like, Michelle, I think you saw your penis. Invite him over to the house. We'll have him go swimming. Oh, paddleboard. And then, some interesting shit will happen. Matter of fact, call Hillary Clinton and find out exactly how she's done it in the past. This is what it's starting to sound like. Now, the dick thing and the side dish, that's me breaking balls, but I'm putting it on the table at the same time because this just sounds way too suspicious of a story. And of course, they're going to leave it at drowning, accidental drowning at that. Now, the chef, according to his wife, or not according to his wife, but he isn't gay. But who knows these days, right? You can never tell, as they like to say it. So there's a lot of things going on here, guys, and I just think it's very suspicious. And of course, LeBron James' son goes into cardiac arrest, and they try to push that story up front while leaving the paddleboarder incident in the wind. So of course now, any real journalist is going to dive a little deeper into this. I mean, like, listen, it is what it is. If he saw Michelle Obama's dick, or there was a side dish and they had to get rid of him for whatever reason, I get it. Or side piece, sorry, Obama's side piece, I get it. You know, there's another story I am entertaining, though it would be a little more, I guess, egregious, would be the fact that maybe this guy was banging one of the daughters, and this is how it ended up. So there's also that theory. But again, guys, anytime someone dies around the president of the United States, yeah, it's very fucking suspicious, if you ask me. Now, supposedly, this is the second chef connected to the Obamas that drowned. There was this white chef, this guy here, who drowned, I think it was a couple of years ago, and nothing of it. So I remember hearing about this guy drowning and thinking to myself, very suspicious. Listen, guys, if somebody died in connection with Trump, I'm going to go down the same fucking road. If it's in connection with the Biden administration, every politician on this planet, I'm going down this road. I'm going down conspiracy theory road, blasting fucking conspiracy theory music, if there's a thing. Because this just sounds way too weird, and the story was way too vague, and the witnesses were never identified. They never said man or woman. They just said person. Now, if you read every other article where there's a crime involved, they always say unidentified man or unidentified woman. When they say unidentified person in connection to politicians, that means there's a little more to this story than they're letting it on to be. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.